Dad, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of Honeybee Farmstead.
She thinks you're her baby too.
What are you doing terrible?
Touch the car. Good morning, friends, and welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead. I'm Mel, and we've got a lot on today, so we thought we'd take you along with us. One of the jobs that we're doing is feeding out hay over in the paddock we call Pioneer Paddock to try and keep our sheep in the yard. We've also got livestock summer mineral blocks for them. That also should help their bodies to actually use the food that they're eating. And yeah, then we're going to go across to a friend's house and pick up her old Aquaponics fish to get them into our tanks and hopefully, yeah, fertilizing our plants and stuff like that. So come along with us. So we've picked a spot under the shade of these trees, and we've also made sure that it's near the sheep yards, so they're not afraid to come to this area. They're portable, yes, but this is where we've decided is the best place to put them so that we can manage them here and stuff long term. So yeah, let's see if they like it. I know I can call my cows down, they'll come down for food, and hopefully the sheep will follow, but we're not sure because we haven't fed out these sheep. Actually, the original lot we have fed them, so we could probably,
but I reckon that
they might follow the cows. Where are we going? Do you want a hand? No. All right, I'm going to unwrap the hay because Alex has got hay fever, and if he doesn't have to handle it, it's better for everyone. All right, so you can just see just there is one of our cows, and I'm going to call them for breakfast and watch them run. Just call Bessie.
Bessie, come on, breakfast!
All right, we'll see how long it takes, eh? We can hear the cows on the other side yelling because they know what that means. Do it again, Grace.
Come on, Bessie, breakfast! I'm ready.
You can see that one has heard us. I don't know if that's Basil or Coco at this point. Let's see where they come from. So we are going to unroll it. We're feeding quite a lot of sheep, and we decided that it would be a good idea to put it out in lines. This is an area that doesn't grow a lot of really quality pasture, so we thought we'd put it here because whatever seeds drop. Come on, cows, breakfast. Come on. Here they are. This is why I like to train them to one word. It doesn't have to be breakfast, but I just do my milking cows early in the morning. So it just made sense to say breakfast. But now, no matter what time of the day, if I say breakfast, they all come running because I know it means food. Come on, babies, breakfast! Go, Gracie, help Daddy push it. What's that, hamburger? Good morning, cows. I was hoping the sheep would see them running and come over as well. But if they don't, well, he's talking with his mouth full, no manners. If they don't come over, like because they know the humans are here and they're less intelligent than cows, they will definitely find it through the day. But I think Alex wants to go up and push them down this way anyway, so they find it. And so this method of rolling the hay out like this is one that I saw on Regenerative Farmers. It's a page I follow on Instagram and Facebook, and it's really excellent. And there's quite a movement in Australia, and I'm really, really happy about it. We have some serious issues with the connection between people and their eating habits and the food and how it's actually produced. One happy cows. I count more than one. So there's a massive disconnect between food and where it comes from and health and farmers. Now, I don't know why. I think it's education, if I'm honest. Gone are the days where you had a farmer come into school and talk to you about different things.
Never.
Now you can no longer, you can no longer take animals to schools to teach kids about it. Like I used to, when my kids were little, every time the piglets were born, I would take a piglet in and we would teach the kids about it. I used to take my dairy goats in and I'd milk the goat in front of the kids and show them where milk came from and that mammals produce milk and, your basic education about how the world works and things like that. So I used to do that, and then not that long ago, Gracie's age, can't do that anymore. It's not allowed. So yeah, it's like a massive mission to even get your animals into schools, because I don't know, I just think it's ridiculous, but it doesn't happen anymore. So there's a massive disconnect. And right now, worldwide, there is some massive protests going on in France, Germany. I think the Scottish have now joined, the Irish are joining in. So right across Europe, because of the way they're treating farmers and the governing of things, there's a massive uprising, and I'm really, really I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see people fighting back, because during COVID, let's be real, I just didn't think people had it in them anymore. But we have to, guys. If we want our way of life to stay the way we love it, then we have to fight for it. So there's my soapbox moment for the morning. But how happy are those cows? Look at them. I better go kickstart Grace's bike and let's put the sheep over here. Happy munching cows. Hi, cows. Stop swearing, Alex. Hello, happy cows. Bessie, don't be mean. Now, I've done the math on these guys, and by April this year, all of them will be old enough. We're missing one. We're missing Clover. We've got to go check. We're missing Clover.
Grace,
Slow down.
come here. Come here, we're going around.
We just realised that we're missing Clover, so we're going to go have a look. But what I was saying to you guys was that we did the math
Behind me, love.
and figured out that by April everyone will be old enough to be going with the bull. So we just have to keep Jetson away from them until April. I hope Clover's okay. She would normally come running with the sheep. Can we check the dam
I'm
first?
going to go right around, check everyone first.
Hope that she's okay, poor little love. So if you've been following along, we're having some struggles there. See that woolly one running away?
Yeah.
She was one in the group that got out. She's still in. So we've been having some struggles keeping these Dorkers in. Only a handful. All our others have been really great, and we never had a problem with our Dorkers getting out with our first original lot. We just put it down to the fact that it's summer and drier, and you know they're looking for better pasture, but they're not going to find it anywhere here, that's for sure. This is the lot here. That's that baby. I'll turn you guys around. All right. So we're hoping to... Oh, and there's Clover. So happy day.
You go around there, honey, and just push them. Yeah, just gently push them over, love. Oh, that way.
I'll show everyone that Clover's fine. She just doesn't know the drill because we got her... She's one of our Albany cows. And
Look for the throats too, love.
Oh, the... Yeah, Barber's pole. Barber's pole worm. Look, I don't think it was Alex, but I like to be careful. Our two alpacas are doing okay. We actually lost Yzma. She, in the hot days, got stuck in the dam, and with, you know, how hot it was, the rate of evaporation has been a lot higher, plus obviously these guys were drinking a lot more. She must have got stuck at night time, and when we've gone around to find her, found her stuck in there. So we, I didn't document it because it was quite distressing, but we picked her up and brought her home and washed her off, got all the mud off her, gave her some molasses and, you know, electrolytes to try and sort of help her, but she was pretty crook already. And then I've since found out that sometimes alpacas are just quite finicky. So yeah, she passed away, which was awful. We had quite a few losses actually during the heat. Yeah, I don't know what you can do about that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, push Clover that way too. Where is he? He'll be in here. He's not naughty. He's not naughty. Look at this one here. That's got like a weather body.
Must be more out.
See, that's not all of them. So we'd push them over towards the... I'll just do it on foot.
Go for it.
Yep. There we go. Okay, stop there, Grace. That's it. That's the direction we want them to go. So over there where the cows are, eating their hay. We think we've got more sheep out because I can't sit, none of the lambs are here. some sheep down in the dam. There's a lamb. I'm just going to check the dam as well to make sure there's nobody stuck in there. I'll show you. See how low it's dropped. And if you have a close look around the edges, you'll see patches of dark black where they've been standing and slid. Normally the water line is up here. See that darker ring around there? We've never ever had it lower than that. That's the level that that's been our lowest point there. But this summer has been a very dry one. So here we go. We're figuring it out. And we are missing, there's a few there. 1, 2. I reckon they're all there. Maybe there is a couple out. There we go. Mr. Honeybee is very impatient, and rather than let them figure it out by themselves, which they absolutely always do, he likes to push them quick to do it. Look at those happy sheep and cows. You can see they're still well covered and they're still in really good nick. But it's nice to be able to give them something new and start to supplement their feed. We can see the paddocks are getting a little bit barer. We've never seen it this bare. This is what we wanted them for. We wanted to, I'll show you guys. I'll try not to move too quick so you don't get sick. See all the rocks up there? There's quite a lot of rocks through this paddock. So what we want to do is rock pick them. And we've got a very important project we're going to be doing with all these spare rocks. So that will be in future, obviously, a future video. But for now, we'll let these guys get back to it and let's get on with our next job, hey? There's Clover. Yeah, I saw it. I think they're all there. They were just bunched up with the mob. That alpaca wants to be over here now. Nope. See? They'll be able to eat here in the shade all day. And the dam's just there for a drink. And we strategically placed it on the opposite side of the paddock to where they're getting out all the time. And I have a sneaking suspicion that we still have a handful of sheep out. We haven't had a text from our neighbour, but we're going to go check anyway, just to be sure. They're definitely acting like they're hungry, even though they don't look like they're hungry. They're still very well covered, but they'll get stuck into that mineral block as well, and that will help them digest their food and get the most nutrition out of the food that they're eating. There's our latest baby, hard up on the left there, and it's the one that we're referring to as the Awassi Crossie, because it seems to be an Awassi cross Dorper. Some of these girls are not far off lambing by the look. This one over here near Lucy, babe. See that one there? Just put its head up. Running now. She looks big. Big. Hefty.
Yeah, they've probably got some cast days. Really back on the bottom of the
So I don't know whether you've noticed or not yet, but at the start of the video, the audio was very different because I'm trialing a new mic so that you guys don't have to listen to wind sound. But for some reason, something went wrong here, technical difficulties, and I'm not overly great at it, so I'm still figuring it out. But we went across to my friend Carla's place, and this is the footage of us catching the aquaponics fish out. Brock jumped inside the tank and we tried all sorts of different methods. We managed to retrieve almost all of them. We're pretty sure we've only got 2 left in there. So it all went pretty well, but it took a long time. We didn't realise how quick they'd be and how well they were going to be able to evade us. Here you can see some of the berry bushes she's had growing in our aquaponics. We took some cuttings of that as well with her permission. And we're going to try and grow those, try and green up our place a bit more. Here you can see Alex bucketing water out of the original ponds that the fish were in and into the transport tank, where we've also got a water bubbler or aerator helping to increase their survival rate and keep them as healthy as we possibly can. So we half fill this tank with water that they came out of, and when we get home we fill the rest of the way with water that they're going to go into. So the ponds that are at home, the water would be different, so we want to acclimatise them to the water before we add them into the aquaponics tanks. we got as many fish as we could. I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 left in there. But we're going to have to do that later because we tried everything we could think of and could not get them out. And then we're at risk of the safety of the other fish, so we kind of have to get them back as soon as we can. Just stopped in to pick up packages. I don't know what they are, but Alex got a notification, so yeah. Then we're going to go home and get them in the tent. Alright, excuse the squinting. I'm underneath the laser light and it's very bright. There we go. How's that? Better? Now, the process, if you want fish to be okay when you change them from one environment to another, is to acclimatize them. I'm sure you all know that already, but I just thought I would point that out. Now, I used to keep African cichlids. I had a 6-foot tank of African cichlids, and then I had a 6-foot tank of American cichlids, and I absolutely adored them, and they were so great for calming my mind and making me feel relaxed, and just I could watch them for hours. I loved to feed them, and I got to know them, and they knew when I was going to feed them, and they'd all come to the top of the tank and I could hand feed some of them. I do love fish. And we have a very special one in here. So my friend Carla is the one who gave us these fish for our aquaponics, and she has her very special koi in here that her and her husband, it was one of their originals, and he's still kicking along and doing really good. So I've said to her we're going to look after him, Blue, his name is, until her pond is set up and ready to go, and she can come and get him and take him to her pond. So I'll show you guys. So what we've done here is half of this, or most of this water actually, but half of this tank is water from Carla and Phil's house where we got the fish from. Now, there's still a couple there, as you know, from earlier, but we want to make sure that these guys acclimatise as best as possible. So what we've done is we've tipped 3 watering cans full of water from our ponds into here and added it to the water that they're already used to. And we'll probably come out every couple of hours up till the night time, and then by tomorrow morning we'll probably almost fill this container with water. If we think that they've acclimatized well, we will be able to tip them into the aquaponics ponds and let them crack on with what they want to do. And then Brock, because he's obsessed with all things fishing, has asked if we can go down and fish out some invasive species in some of the ponds around Perth, because there is a huge problem. I think there's pretty much everywhere in the world, but ill-advised, sometimes a little silly, people let go their pets when they've had enough of keeping them, but they love them too much and don't want to have to do the right thing by them. They let them go in the ponds in Perth and they kill all the native species. So we used to do it once upon a time, but we're going to go down and do it again and see if we can get any. So we'll probably take you guys along for that too, or it will be on Brock's channel. Definitely he'll do a video. So if you want to see that, his link or his YouTube name is below here. You can go check that out, or I'll see if I can do a little bit of a film from my perspective too. So we'll be back when it's time to let them go in the aquaponics pond. Oh, a little froggy frog. A little guy. Cute guy. Little ones. So I wasn't around when they put the silver perch in, and Blue, of course, my friend's fish. I just showed you then, Blue's doing great. We've lost a couple of the silver perch, but it's been so unseasonably hot here, like it's ridiculously hot. I know it's summer, but it's been out of control. So we did go, it's been a few days if you couldn't tell already. We did leave him alone. She's trying to get the frog out. Leave him, he'll get up. They're not dead. The fish, we went down and caught a heap of spangled perch out of the native waterways. They're actually a pest. You are not allowed to release them back into the waterways.
Even though they're native.
They are native, but they're so prolific with breeding that I'm just going to get some of those. Oh, actually, I'll just put some footage in of those. And yeah, we're going to cover this pond back up to try and keep them covered and safe. But so far it's going along nicely. I'll just give you a last little update. Got a baby rock melon growing there, or watermelon. Maybe that's a watermelon.
And we didn't even film us eating our first tomato.
Oh yeah, we just ate our first honeybee tomato. Which, that was right.
Look at this.
See, look at, yeah, it's from the heat. It's been too hot. All the little...
Oh, look at the bee.
I know, I love it. Anyway, it's going nicely. It's growing well. But yeah, this is a super long video, so I am going to cut it here. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. We really, 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 really love the support. And until the next video, take care of each other and bye for now.